guy by the name of Mike Smith out of M&D Outfitters from Florida. Was one of my first subscribers, and we spitball back and forth talking about new ideas quite a bit. We're members on both Bushcraft USA and Survival Topics, the forums on Survival Topics, and we're both there about every day, spitballing back and forth. So since I just went over 100 subscribers, I thought that I would send some stuff out to him, and I'll do that again when I hit 500. I'll pick somebody that's been helping me out quite a bit and kind of on the same page as far as the outlook on survival that I also have, which is kind of less of a focus on the crap hitting the fan and a little more focused on wilderness survival. That's my niche. They do cross over quite a bit, but I don't really buy into the end of the world thing. That's just me. If it happens, I'll probably be okay. I just don't spend a whole lot of time thinking about that. With my job, I am faced with situations on a daily basis where it could absolutely turn into a survival situation, and that's why I've kind of gotten a little more in depth on this and started to teach it as well. But I just wanted to show you what I'm giving to Mike. He's known as M&D Outfitters on both Survival Topics and on Bushcraft USA. But I just put together a little goodie bag for him that I'm gonna send off to him today. I just figured I'd show you all that. So this all started, Mike was doing a video on making lead shot, and he said, man, one of those hand drills you had would be pretty handy. And I said, well, heck, you can have the heavier of the ones I decided I wasn't going to use in my hand drill video. And this, you just press down on this collar here, insert your drill bit, and you're ready to go. This one also locks down with this small collar here. You spin that collar, and it makes it a fairly compact package. I've got one a little bit even smaller. And I figured, what the heck, I got a bunch of stuff laying in the garage. I might well get rid of some of it. So I'm sending him one of the leather pouches from some of the other videos I made. Some of these reusable zip ties that doesn't seem like I can find them a lot anymore, but they're real handy for a variety of things. I figured I'd let him try them out and see what he thought anyway. Magazine pouch. So the next item on the list is a pair of vice grips. Normally you can get an eye bolt to thread into these things, and then you can hang pots and whatnot over your fire. But I couldn't find an eye bolt that would thread into here. It's either a metric thread or an odd thread pattern. So I just welded a piece of 3/8 or a 3/8 nut on the end of that, and I've been able to use that. I've made 3 of these, and I don't need that many. So he's getting that one. I'm gonna send him one of my cloth sail needles. I've got 15 of these. Here's some short snares that I made. I made them short on purpose, just to kind of cut down on weight a little bit. The purpose of this is to just have the hoop itself without the long cable attaching to the tree. You can use your own cordage to attach from this hoop to the tree itself. I made these quite a while ago, a couple years ago probably, and they're just swedged in there with a piece of aluminum on either end. And I did buy the lock. They were like 10 cents a piece. So the snare will come down and it just ratchets down there. The tighter you pull on it, the harder it's going to get. So I'm not sure where he's at, if he can snare or not. I don't know what the laws are in Florida. I can't head snare here in Alabama. They allow foot snares up to 5.5 inch in diameter. So that, when you set it about like this, and you have to have a twitch up here in Alabama, but you can use this as a foot snare. There are no deer stops on these, so that's something to take into account, Mike. I'm also going to throw in this tin, and it's full of tallow that I made a couple weeks ago, maybe just last week, I can't remember. It's in a solid brick though, and you can just melt that and use it for everything once you're empty. You obviously have the tin left over. There you go. So the last thing on the list is this protein vial. This is a real heavy-duty vial. I can fit about 80 to 90 .22 long rifle bullets in here, and I've used it for broadheads. I've used it for a small fishing kit, wrapping duct tape on the outside of it. I get quite a few of these. I go through quite a few of them, and they're pretty handy for a variety of different things. I'll throw that in the pack too, and maybe he can get some use out of it. So some good stuff, some kind of maybe junk. If you don't like it, you can just throw it away. Mask bag. I've had this for a while now. I don't remember when I got it, but I figured I'd put all this stuff into this bag and send it off to him. So there are the goodies going to one of my first subscribers, M&D Outfitters. He's got a YouTube channel. I'm subscribed to him. I think it's Rotag 111, I think is what his name is on YouTube. That's all the stuff going to him, and I'll be doing this again at the 500 subscriber mark, guys.